Hello, this is Bino. I'm an ISA certified evaluator, and last week a video I worked on was gear check-in and all the componentry you need to do the certified climber climb. Today we're going to work on gear inspection. All right, let's get to it. At this point, you've already had your gear check-in, so they cleared everything that you have, and now you're getting ready to do the inspection of the gear. So you've already checked in your safety glasses, but you never know, they might ask for the ANSI Z87, and it's here above the temple, and that's what they're looking for. Now these happen to be a prescription pair of glasses, and they have the ANSI Z87 on it. Next thing you'll do, they'll probably tell you to inspect your climbing helmet. So in an inspection of a climbing helmet, what you want to do is you want to look for any kind of cracks, damages. You're concerned about UV damage. So one of the things you'll do is you'll push on your helmet and make sure you're not going to hear anything cracking, right? And you'll just do a little bit of pushing. Next, you're going to still look at the frame of it. There shouldn't be any wear cracks. Now you're going to go to your inside component. You're going to look at all of the connecting points, and you're going to make sure they're in good condition. You're going to push on them. You're going to feel, and if there are things that connect together, you want to connect them. And you want to show them, once you connect it, you want to show them that it works. You're not just going to say, oh, it's this, but you want to actually visually do it. You connect it, you show that it works. You're going to look at all the different connecting points, and then you're going to let them know this helmet looks good to use. So next we'll inspect your climbing line. So you get your climbing line. Now this one has a splice die, and it has the information that they may require. Now you'll start, say, with your splice die. What I'm going to look for in this splice die is that everything's intact. It's not ripped apart. Inside doesn't look like it's tore or anything, and the outside's in good repair. Now you'll look at the stitching, it looks in good repair. Now what I'm going to do is I'll start going through my rope, and when I'm going through my rope, I'm feeling for indentions, like an hourglass shape. I'm looking for big puffs or rips or slices in it, and I'm also looking for like maybe chemical damage. Sometimes people put their lanyard in a truck, you might get oil or gas on it. That's something that you should never do. But at the same time, that's what you're looking for. You might bend your rope, and you're going to listen for any cracking or anything, because if that happens, there is chemical damage. So you're going to spool through. Now you'll have probably 150 foot of rope at least. That evaluator may want you to go through your whole rope. So after you've explained what you're looking for, glazing, chemical, or cuts and puffs, now you could spool through it. Most of them would allow you to just spool through it, and if it's a real good looking rope, they still may want you to go through your whole rope. It could be that somebody uses a brand new rope, and while they were working, they cut a slice in it. So the evaluator wants to make sure that as you're going to do the climb, that it is a good rope to use. So it's best to go ahead and spool through your whole rope. They're usually wanting you to do that. After you've explained what you're looking for, you can get through it pretty quickly. You'll go through the whole rope. You're feeling for it. You're looking. You want to be actively paying attention to what you're doing. Now you're getting toward the end of it. At the same time, you're looking. And even though it seems unnecessary, it is necessary to see the end. Now you get to the end. And on the end of it, you don't want to have a big old puff ball, right? You want something that's taped or whipped, or you want it in good repair. Now I'll do an inspection of this saddle. So it's a good idea to maybe go systematically, maybe do sections at a time, and then work your way around, and then finish, like at the bottom maybe. But I mean, you'll plan it out on what you feel more comfortable doing. So for me, I'll start with the connecting points, and then I'm going to work around the saddle, and then I'll work my way down to the leg portions. So I'll start at the top, and at the top what I have here is the buckle. So I'll start the inspection by saying this is the buckle, and you'll show that it locks, and then it unsnaps. You're going to look at the connecting point, or the belt, and make sure it's not like in poor repair. The connecting points aren't going to be worn or cracked. You're going to look further. You'll notice that there's no modification to a saddle. It has to be the way it was made. You'll notice that everything is intact. I'll go through the belt itself and look at the stitchings and where it's connected, right? Now I'll follow through on this side and look at the same thing where it's connected here onto the D-ring. Once I've noticed that the belt is good, now I'll start doing the connecting points here. And it's connected to this belt right here. And all of these stitching, they're in good condition. You'll see back and front. Here are the connecting points. These are all life support connecting points. So you'll look at all of these. These have a cover that protects them. So you can see that everything is in order. This is all in good repair. You'll look at all the stitching. Look at both connecting points, that they're still in good condition. Also the back, we'll do the next post. That's all in good condition. You're gonna follow it through here. Now I'm gonna rotate around. I'm gonna look at the D-ring. So we wanna look and make sure that the D-rings aren't cracked or they have any odd shapes. They look like they're in good condition. There's no excessive wearing. This D-ring looks good. The stitching points that it's connected to, they look good. The belt that's going from here in, it's still in good condition. And here's the buckle to this belt. You're gonna follow it through. You'll probably have a peek at that. See the stitching here. You can put that back in place. Now you'll follow it through to the back. You'll see that these are all in good repair. And some saddles might have a thing you can rip off and look at the interior. But right here, this is all exterior that you could see. It's in good condition. You're gonna pop your belt, have a peek, look at the stitches. It's all in good condition. It's not ripped, it's not frayed. It's not been modified. Okay, put that back in place. At the same time, when you have this open, you look at this belt, make sure that everything is in good condition. There was no cracks, no excessive wear. This belt's good. You can see that it's in still good condition. Push this back in. We're following it through here. Connecting points that you might connect a chainsaw to. You just want to make sure that they look good and they're not ripped or torn. A carry tool, not so much life support, but if you have it, you might just mention that it's in good condition and that it's working properly, it's not loose. You'll do the same thing where you'll look at the stitching. You're going to look at the D-ring where it's connected, and same situation, you're looking for anything that's cracked, damaged, in excessive wear. Now you'll finish it off on this side. And once you've done that, now what you're going to do is you have the rope bridge. On this one has the rope bridge, so the connecting points here, they're still in good condition. And also the extra posts that are on this saddle, there's one here. All those stitchings are good condition. And this is in good condition here. You'll follow your rope bridge. Some saddles have rope bridges that you have to buy specific rope for those. And if you have a saddle like that, it's good that you know that and you come with the proper bridge. And in these bridges, you want to make sure that they're in good condition. So this one happens to have two. You would, talk about the termination. If this is how it is with termination, 2 double fisherman stoppers, and then you have the right amount of tail, and then you'll look through both. First you look at one, you're looking for the same kind of thing you would with a rope, any indents, fraying areas. You're looking for any kind of chemical damage. You've made it to this point, you look at the terminations and that they're proper. Now you're going to go down this rope, do the same thing. You go through to the other side. Also, that when you got to this side, you should have looked at the connecting point here and this connecting post here. Also, the stitching and everything is in good repair. When you finished your bridge, if you have a ring, you will look at your ring. Make sure that the ring is in good condition. No nicks, damage areas, no cracks. That's a good solid ring. Now that we've got to the bottom where the buckles are, now you want to show that these are also in good repair. So you'll look at, you already looked at these stitchings, you'll follow the stitching here and make sure it's in good condition. You'll look at all the straps, bring it to the clip at the end. The clip's still in good condition. The buckle itself, it looks like it's in good repair. And then you'll connect it. You're going to connect and show. Connect, it works. Disconnect. Open it up. You're going to do the same to the other side. Looking at the stitching. You're looking that everything's in good condition. The buckle looks good. Go all the way to the end. It's in good repair. And now you're going to snap it in. Snap it in. It works. Disconnect. You're going to look at the pieces that go up from the bottom. These are in good condition. Goes up to your saddle. This part is in good condition. You look at the bottom. Same with this side. You may not, it depends on your evaluator, you may not have to repeat everything, but you'll just say, maybe I'm looking for the same fraying or damage. You get to the points, you show them that it all looks like it's in good repair, there's no damage. At that point, you've gone through your whole entire saddle. Maybe I didn't mention these. These aren't really PPE, but they're things that you connect things to. They're usually rated at a lot less than PPE is, but you might just mention that they're all connected and they're in good condition, which these are. Following by saddles. So usually about a 5-year mark is when they're in good condition. You wouldn't want to have a saddle that's expired. So look into the area that you were from. So there might be some differences in timelines. Generally speaking, it's a 5-year mark. So you wouldn't want a saddle that's expired. And then if it has the information on the saddle, you want to have that with you. Next, we'll inspect the lanyard. So this one is one that's been made. You'll want to start with the clips. Now the clips have to be double locking and they're going to be rated. So you show them the rating and that they're double locking. You'll start with the clip. You want to press the clip showing that it locks, right? Now you're going to depress it back and open it. You're going to let it loose and show that it locks. Now you're going to look at the hook. You're going to look that everything's in good condition. When you open it, you want to make sure that these connecting points aren't bent or cracked. They're also in good condition. You'll go to the back of it. You'll go through it. Look at the ring itself. The ring's in good condition. Now the connecting point of the rope to the clip. This thimble, it looks like it's in good repair. It's not all broken and bent. The rope itself looks good. This tail is a proper length. It's a termination knot. It's a double fisherman bend that is recognized through ISA to use. It's in good condition. The rope itself, you'll do the same thing where you'll finger through your rope. You'll fill it looking for chemical, any kind of frays, slices. You'll get to, I'm going to bypass this friction cord real quick. I'm going to go through my whole line and I'll explain the same thing. I'll get to this termination. I'm looking for the right tail. I'm looking that it's in good condition, no chemical. I got to the thimble. I'm still looking for any kind of damage that would make me worry. The ring itself, the connecting point here, is in good condition. I'm testing the locking part. It locks. I'll depress and open. I'm looking for all the same type of thing, any kind of damage. I'm looking for the hinge points. It's not going to be loose. It's going to be in good condition. When you open it, these are not damaged. And it lines up. You got to make sure that it lines up. It's not off to one side. So having that done, I'll go to the carabiner part. Now on here, this pulley is only meant for a tending piece. This is not a locking carabiner. And on this application here, it doesn't have to be locking because it's only going to tend your friction cord. But this carabiner, it is a PPE. And to test this, you're gonna look You're going to move this around. You're going to look, show that there's no cracks. It's in good repair. It's not damaged or bent in any way. Now to test that it works, you're going to push on the gate, showing that it locks. Now on carabiners, you're going to inspect it by opening up. You'll do full range motion. You'll let it go. It locks. Now you'll go about 5 centimeters from the nose. This is the nose. You'll let it go. It locks. The next one is that you'll go like halfway on the nose, and then you're going to let that go and show that that locks. You're going to open the gate again. You're going to look at the nose. It's in good condition. It's not chipped up or bent. And looking inside here, this is all in good condition. You let it go, it locks. You'll get to your friction cord on your lanyard. You'll show that it has the rating on it. It's a spliced eye. It could be termination knots as long as they're tied proper. Usually on this, it doesn't get friction damage. They may not ask you to open it up. So look at it, you know, show that it is a proper knot. This one happens to be a Prusik, so they'd be, you know, okay with that, or it has to be one of the approved knots. So now we've gone through that. We've done this whole entire lanyard. The next one is a lanyard that has spliced eyes and carabiners. Now you'll go over the same thing with these. You'll start at the beginning. You'll want to see that it has its rating. So on this lanyard, the rating's here. This is a tail end. You would open it up, you know, and you'd start the same way. You go from the end, start with a spicing. It's got its ratings. This is in good condition. All the stitches are good. This eye is fine. You're going to feel for all the same situations. Puffs, indentions, chemical. Even though it looks like brand new, you want to mention everything you're looking for. You'll go through it fairly quickly. You're getting to your connecting point. Now on a lanyard like this, it could be a lanyard where you do it double, and maybe it could be some life support. You want to have proper ratings on this because this could be connected and it could be used as life support. You'll look at it, make sure it looks like it's in good shape. The connecting point, this is a distal on here. It has the notification, the proper specs are on it. You'll go to your carabiner. You know, roll out your carabiner, you'll look for the damage, nothing damaged. It has all the proper ratings. Now it's time to inspect it. You'll do the same inspection. You're going to open it, bring it down fully, let it go. You're going to go like 5 centimeters away from the nose, let it go. Now you're going to do halfway on the nose, let it go. You're going to open it, look at the nose. It's in good condition. This inside part is in good condition. Now you've completed that carabiner. Every carabiner is important to look at. They may not have you repeat everything as long as you've done a real thorough one on the beginning ones. So keep that in mind. Then you'll go further. You're going to look at this part. It's still good. This is a thimble, something you may not use. If they happen to ask you to inspect, then you would probably want to take it off if you plan on using it in your climb. And they may have asked you on the other lanyard. So if you were to inspect the thimble, all the ring itself, the metal ring is in good condition. This rope here is in good condition, and follow it through. Both sides are in good condition, and it has its rating and its stitching. It's in good repair. So I'll put it back on. And then, okay, so I still have it on my lanyard. And now here's the other carabiner you want to look at. Make sure that it's all in good condition. All right, open, close, it's 5 centimeter, halfway, it locks. Your lanyards are in good condition. Now we'll do the inspection of your climbing cords or split tail. So if it's a split tail, you'll have it all opened up and you look at everything. You want the proper fit splice, you want the proper notice on it. You'll look at your splicing, make sure it's in good condition. You'll go through the whole line, all the stitching and everything's in good shape. Same thing, you're looking for all the same things. make sure there's no glazing on a friction cord and split tails. There's a chance you'll have more glazing if you use it. So we want to make sure that you have none of that. Now if you have those big eyes, spliced eyes, and you plan on using a carabiner, you do want to make sure there's a way of like some people have these rubber grommets they put on to make sure that your carabiner won't side load. That's important. Now you're going to go to, if you're going to use a friction cord, everything's in place. You have your split tail, looks in good order. You're looking at your eye. There's no damage. You'll go finger through it looking for glazing. Everything's in order. You'll show them. If you have a cord that's with termination ends, they'll be the proper termination ends. You're going to look inside the eyes, make sure they're not damaged, no cuts, and finger through it. Same thing, no damage, no chemical damage, no glazing, and it's in good condition. Now we'll get to the salt and scabbard. This is something that's required for you to take up into the tree. Now if you have something where you can connect to your legs, you want to make sure that they're in good condition and the buckles and everything work properly, so you'll show that. Say you don't have these on it, but you're going to connect it to your belt. You want to make sure your connecting point is in good condition and it's not damaged. That it locks in place. When you put it back in, that it locks in place. Now this is a requirement. You have to have it on you when you climb, and in this test it will be a saw touch, not a hand touch. In the older test it was a hand touch. Now it's a saw touch. So you do have to have it with you, and you want to make sure that you connect it and it's not going to be falling off. Also, the ascenders are part of something that you can use. They're not necessarily PPE, but you know, you just might want to show that they're in good condition, they work well, and that all the buckles and everything are in good condition, and when you lock them they work. Nia ascenders are okay to use. You might just show them that it's in good condition, that everything that's on it that works in good condition, and that all of it is in good order. Well, there you have it. This was the inspection of all the gear that's required in the ISA test. Now for the MRS system, what we'll do on the next following videos, we'll work on the stationary rope systems. They're more involved, and they're a lot more inspection required on those. So I feel like it's better to get this portion of the inspection done, and we'll do that at another time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for our upcoming videos, and we'll see you next time. Take care.